You can see this is a tube, fallopian tube here. That's a fallopian tube here. And this dotted line is the interstitial part of the tube because it has to enter and it has to open here. This is the ostia, the tubal ostia, right? Now this is the round ligament. Very obvious, this is a round ligament which lies inferior and anterior to the fallopian tube. Now what I have drawn in this green color, this green color is the ectopic pregnancy. Now this is happening in the interstitium. So what is this? This is a cornual pregnancy. This is a cornual pregnancy because it is happening in the interstitium of the tube. It is not a part of the uterus. So this is an ectopic pregnancy, and this is very, very dangerous. I have come across 2 cases so far in my 25 years of practice, and she was absolutely horrendously bleeding. In one case, we have to do a hysterectomy. In the other case, we managed it conservatively, scooped out the entire content, and we just put buttress sutures, and we were able to save her uterus by stopping the bleeding. She was a young patient. Okay. Now this pregnancy, look at here. This pregnancy is an angular pregnancy because although it is intrauterine, it is said to be intrauterine, it is not an ectopic, but it is not a normal gestational sac which should be lying somewhere here. Eccentric location of the gestational sac, we know it embeds inside the, if I draw this endometrium also here, so it will embed inside it, right? So this will be the normal intrauterine way, implantation of pregnancy. This will be a normal intrauterine pregnancy, which is in eccentric location. This is an angular pregnancy which is again intrauterine. It is not said to be an ectopic pregnancy. We have to wait and watch. It might go at the right place, or it might end up in abortion, or it might end up in rupture. So this can end up in rupture. You have to be very careful. This can end up in rupture, and this can also end up in rupture. Okay. Now this one will be very dangerous. Why? Because there are 2 blood vessels here. One is coming from here, one is coming from here. One coming from the uterine artery and one from the ovarian artery. So these 2 branches are anastomosing here. This anastomosis makes cornual pregnancy very, very dangerous if it ruptures. So this can rupture, but it takes a long time because it has a good bed of myometrium around it. So it keeps on growing. Normally ectopic pregnancy will not grow above 8 weeks, tubal pregnancy. But cornual pregnancy can grow up to 16 weeks also. That is the maximum that has been said in the theory. Now angular pregnancy, there is no theory as such as to how much it can grow because it is intrauterine. It might grow, it might just adjust itself in the same area, or it may rupture. Okay, it is more of the cornual pregnancy that we are worried about. All right, understood what is the difference? So in the sonography differentiation, if we have to look at the sonography differentiation, the sonography will tell you that the pregnancy is lying lateral. This pregnancy is lying lateral to the round ligament. So if it is lateral to the round ligament, the cornual pregnancy lies lateral to round ligament. That means the round ligament is medial to the pregnancy, then that is a cornual ectopic pregnancy.